Hello and welcome back to Surrey Build Weekly, episode 37. This week we are going to summarise the entire process of a loft conversion, making sure that you are aware of all the key stages. So the first steps of a loft conversion would be to survey for the steel beams. Simply put, our structural engineer supplies us with calculations and detailed drawings that enable us to know exactly the size and locations of the beams needed. These are then measured on site and delivered via crane 3 days later. After that comes the strip out. The guys will attend site, remove the rear section and the side section of the roof depending on your loft conversion style, and make way for the steel beams to be delivered. Materials are delivered onto the drive and craned into position in the loft via our timber merchant. It's now time for the steels to be delivered now that the roof is stripped. The guys will manhandle these into position and use a block and tackle to lift up the ridge steels if they are too heavy. We make sure that all steels are positioned onto bearing plates. The reason for that is we prefer bearing plates as opposed to pad stones to limit the amount of damage to the existing rooms downstairs. Now the steels are in position and level, it's now ready for the timber floor joists. These are different spans depending on your style and will be different centres depending on what the structural engineer has specified within his calculations. We love to use C24 timber because it's the strongest form of timber available. Now that the floor joists are in position, we now have a safe and suitable floor structure to be able to build the exterior walls and dormer roof off. This will enable us to work safely and at a speed that we can make sure that the structure is built in a timely fashion. As part of our process, our guys are provided with the correct measurements of the windows that are going to be installed and delivered to site prior to the staircase being installed. Therefore, we can make sure that these are set up correctly, ready for the dormer type. With the structure now complete and the windows installed, we're now in a position to fit the newly delivered staircase into its position. We use a pine and ply staircase to eliminate squeakiness. As part of our service here at Surrey Build Group, we provide a design walk around at this stage. The structure's built, the stairs are in, the windows are all complete, and we're ready to walk the client around their new loft space and enable us to plan the next stages of the loft conversion to their requirements. Once the design walk around is complete, we're now in a position to erect the new timber walls that we have discussed at the design walk around and book the first fix plumbing and electrics. What is first fix plumbing and electrics? First Fix Plumbing and Electrics is where our in-house plumbing and electrician teams run cables and pipes to the locations that we have set out in the design meeting. Now that we have completed First Fix Plumbing and Electrics, we're now in a position to fill your new dream space with the insulation required to keep you warm and cool in the summer. We make sure that the insulation is put into all the gaps and ready to receive the plasterboard, which will then enable us to plaster your loft. Exterior roof tiling is now completed by our team of experts to make sure that your roof is fully protected in all weathers. Now that all the plasterboarding has been completed, we are now ready to receive the 3mm skim coat of plaster to all areas in the loft conversion. So we're now ready for the tiler to attend site and tile the bathroom to complete your overall fill. We allow 12 square meters, which is generally wet areas. So that would be your floor, your shower area, and a splashback on the sink. You can, of course, have more, but this would be at an additional cost. I'm moving on to second fix, plumbing, electrics, and carpentry. So the plumbing team will arrive to the newly tiled bathroom and install your chosen sanitary ware. The electrician will attend site to install the lights and the sockets that you have chosen. And the carpenter will install the skirting, architraves, and doors to the locations needed to complete the loft conversion. So as we come to a close, we're on to the snagging meeting. This is the meeting designed to walk the project with the client and the builder on site to make sure that we capture all the last bits needed to complete your project in a timely manner. So I hope that has given you a good understanding of a loft conversion process here with Surrey Build Group. If you have any questions, please drop us a comment and we will try to respond to them as best we can. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you all next week.